We got this new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back. This is what we do. And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism. Where just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp? All those colors and patinas fit better on a person like me, right? But to say you are a god, especially when you got shipped over to the country that you're in and your last name is a slave owner's. How could you say that? How could you have that mentality?
Hey, one goal, one thing, one move, and that shit don't change. It's certain real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. And there's only one goal, one thing, one move, and that shit don't change. And it's certain real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things.
I can't find a lot.
Niggas got measles in this fucking town now?
Oh yeah, we gonna talk about all that.
I'm scared.
What is measles?
Let's move closer, Mike.
It's this fucking...
Damn, you don't know what the measles are. Damn.
It's this
I heard about them, but I never
medieval
really, like,
white disease.
Yeah. Fuck. It's like you always hear it in the same conjunction with the with the chicken pox.
Like the measles,
I heard
the mumps,
you get
chicken
yeah,
pox
mumps.
and all
I
that
heard
shit.
that mumps and shit.
They different though. The thing is, ain't nobody getting chicken pox no more neither.
I think they might have like
They got that vaccine,
out.
yeah.
Some niggas still getting chicken pox. It ain't as big.
I ain't never fucking seen it.
Nah,
I ain't never
listen.
even heard of a conversation of that shit.
That's why it's
It was
such
like
a big
long
deal
ass
that the
time.
measles got as a new thing that somebody.
They say if you got the chicken pox, you can get the measles, right?
Shingles is the thing with
Shingles, I've heard of that, but I don't know if it's on the same level as like the measles, mumps, and all that shit. I don't know,
son. I don't purport to be a doctor. I'm an artist.
I'm about to say, yeah,
I'm an artist.
I'm slightly ignorant to that, so.
I'm an artiste.
You're gonna be an artist with the measles.
Let me see that.
There you go.
You right.
I'm dying.
As long as I'm not there. But if you get that shit as an adult, you can die. Like them type of chicken pox, measles and shit. If you don't watch that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, because when I had chicken pox when I was little, my mom has never had chicken pox. And she had to stay away from me.
I remember I had chicken pox growing up. I couldn't catch a plane. That was my first time I was gonna go to Disney World. It never happened, you guys.
Indian Fire had that shit.
Asian people are
Indian Fire.
awesome.
What is that? I heard about that.
Indian Fire?
It's these, like, you all,
It's a nigga
it's
grab your arm and...
no,
That's
not
Indian Burn,
not the
man.
Indian Burn, nigga.
Okay, Indian burn, Indian fire.
No, they two
Indian
different
Fire's
things.
a real
There's
disease,
an actual
man.
thing. Yeah, it's two different things. I was about to say, you know what? Indian Fire is like contagious. Like,
Fuck you.
Would you say fuck us because you don't know what Indian Fire is?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
fault.
exactly why. That's the exact reason
Nigga, what are we
why.
gonna shit on you?
I don't know.
Well, I remember when
Right.
niggas would twist your nipples and you'll get cancer. Nah, nigga, that was the purple nurple, nigga.
Yeah,
Purple nurple.
Purple nurple.
But nah, it's like a rash. I remember I got at my little partner, man. He had that shit, and it's these ugly ass sores, nigga. You get it on your legs, and they got pus that come from them.
Oh no,
Nigga, it's these
That's
pus looking
not
ass
exciting.
fucking
Why
sores.
they call it Indian thing?
Hey
though?
man, you can look it up, I guess, my nigga. Indian
Trying to
fire rash
demonize
looks like
fucking
red
Native American.
ulcers that may differ in severity the most. The main cause of Indian fire rash is bacteria that enter the body through scratches, wounds, and any other kind of imposed skin. So I don't know. All I know is it was some shit that was like, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, this white
Oh,
people
my.
shit. This is the kind like, but imagine it's on black people. Cause this is what I had. It's all in your legs and shit. It's nasty as fuck.
How do you even get that shit?
You get it from somebody else. You get it from somebody else. They say like it could be some fucked up wound.
bacterial thing.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
caught that from a friend of mine on the school bus when I was little, man. I was like, what the fuck? So yeah.
Was it painful or it was just on you?
Man, it's like a rash, so it itch.
Just a little bit itchy.
It burns to a degree, you know what I mean? But like they give you this shit that is like, you know, you got shit to soothe the shit, but it's just ugly as fuck. Like I just showed you the pictures. Now imagine those pictures on like black skin. It's like it's just ugly, nigga. It just don't
hell
look
yeah.
good. And you got pus, like white pus coming from it. That's the creepiest part. Like it's like this white shit coming from your fucking sores, nigga. It's like. Ugh, talk about medieval diseases. That's another one,
Real,
nigga.
nigga.
Indian fire.
This nigga over here with yellow fever and Indian.
For real.
Oh man, let's get to this show, man. We've been bullshitting long enough, man.
Hey guys.
Yo, man. Welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast, episode
49? 49? 50.
We on 50.
Yay!
All right. This is cool shit.
You know what? I'm so sorry, y'all. I looked at my phone for a second, but I knew we were on 50. I should have called it out.
We had that whole discussion last time.
Yep. We on that big 50, half a century.
Yeah, man. The technical 80, 89, but whatever.
Whatever.
Because, dog, when we are technically 88 episodes from us and other, shit on the feed. So if you ever want to go back in time and check out how we've grown over the past couple of years doing this joint, you're more than welcome to. That's at FLYWITHBATS.podbean.com. By the way, it's that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social. You better shut the fuck up. You better.
Oh, wow. All right.
And by the way, these are your favorite Potty Mouth Pothead podcasts in the building. But yeah, said that the guy Martin Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. out or you ain't gonna find your boy. And as usual, I'm here with my brothers.
Well, you already know this your boy D-Mac. Don't get attacked. And you can find me on all your social media platforms at FrenchBread.kid. And I have a neat line of apparel called Ya Dig. Follow that on Instagram. Also at YADIG with dots in between. And we got one more person in the building, too.
You dig?
Passe wine, it's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, but still with the roux. You can find, if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on Facebook, Joseph Alphaman, Instagram, Alexander the 83. I'm going to change this shit to Gumbo Joe one of these days. I'll keep saying it, and it's going to happen as many times as I'm going to say it. But for sideA, we in this bitch.
We in this bitch. Before we get in this motherfucker proper, dog, I get on my Facebook and see this topless woman
walking down the expressway?
No, not walking down the expressway. She getting hacked up by these cops because apparently, dog.
She's strong as fuck.
What is she doing?
So for people listening, dog, this is a topless protester with Women Lives Matter written all over her body in red ink, charged at Bill Cosby on Monday as he walked into court for the start of his sexual assault retrial. And these police, she running up and down, butt ass topless, and she pushing up on these police with her fro. I'm like, damn, good job, lady, you ain't getting killed.
Okay, lady.
She all in the bushes and shit. The black people look disturbed in the background, like, what's going on?
The men are so confused at this point. They're like, bro, I know we're supposed to grab her.
Oh, look at Bill!
Right there.
Bill is unfazed.
Bill's got some new comedy material.
He do.
Now, I am all about...
She a real nigga calling him a rapist his face. But you need something more to say, baby, by yourself. You gotta have more than that.
Okay,
nope.
Well, she got written stuff all over her body. Cosby is rapist is on her back. Okay.
Bruh.
I just turned on my Facebook.
You can see when the men try to grab her, they was like, bro, we gotta be real delicate about this.
Yeah.
And she is naked.
Yeah.
Like, her titties are out, and we don't want to get any.
Yeah.
We can get busted. Fuck this racist shit. We can always get off on that.
Busted with
but the sexual harassment shit,
yeah.
we going down.
Right.
Now, see, I'm all about protesting. I'm all about protesting in very eccentric, extreme ways to get your voice heard. I'm all about this. But I think we can all pretty much agree that the police are gonna bring you in for this.
She went in. That's not a problem. I think she went out of there. I don't think she was going too hard for the fact that I'm more than sure that she went out there with the full expectation to get arrested.
I think so too.
Okay, well, if you're doing that,
I believe that.
That's the only way. That's the only thing I can go on in this case. That's the only thing.
Now you got to know, going out here butt ass naked, and straight to Bill. You not even behind the gates of Bill Cosby. You running up on this man.
Running up on Bill fucking Cosby.
You ran up on Bill.
Yeah. So that's the only way I can find this acceptable is if you have the pre-knowledge that yes, this is OD and that you're gonna get fucked with. But hey,
you made national news. That was your biggest point,
right? Mm-hmm. You got your voice heard. So hey, okay.
Let's not take Bill Cosby out the limelight. He's a rapist.
He's a rapist. I respect her mind because that's what made the news. The reminding these people that, hey, look, this man been raping while we talking about all this and all that and all this and all that. Don't forget that this nigga been raping. He about to get away with that shit. So go ahead, titty lady. get your shit across because now we know about you.
Go titties go.
This nigga.
Go titties go. Shut the fuck up.
That nigga Bill Cosby about to go down as one of the most devious niggas of all time.
Depends on who you're asking.
You're right, because
he still got supporters.
He do. Yeah. A lot of people say he didn't do it. I just know this. One is enough for me.
True.
Yeah, no,
True.
yeah.
If you can't own up to one and keep it real about one, it don't matter about the rest of the 50 that you might say not happen, dog. I know
All
what
it
happened,
takes is
dog.
one.
And you just need to keep it real at least about one, dog.
And
All it takes is one, point blank.
And we've expressed previously on this podcast that niggas stopped fucking with you when we was doing all that respectability politics on black people
long time ago.
and judging black people and trying to shit on our whole generation because you didn't understand us and shit. Gonna try to make rap albums talking about what we need to do and how we need to act and what we blah 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 blah. Looking down on us like you some white man. And when you got into your problems and you like where the black community at and shit. And I would never shit on all the history and the great things you did for black people, Bill Cosby. You've done a lot of shit for black people. When you read up on Bill, oh my God, Bill, you did a lot of shit for black people, but in your later years, it's like you forgot who you were in that context of like really being one of the people trying to help the people. And understand, I mean, Richard Pryor used to shit on him. He used to be like, this nigga got this. Now, was it Richard Pryor? Was it Paul?
Richard
was
Pryor,
it Mooney? It was both
Paul
of them.
Mooney.
Because they was partners, right? So they always used to say this nigga used to act all uppity and shit. But at the same time, dog, I still look at the results of a lot of the shit you did in the past helped us out. But the nigga you became, fuck you, dog. And even though you was still that raping ass nigga back then, doing all that good shit and shit, like you said, once your ill come to the limelight, I'm glad you did all that shit, but fuck you still.
I mean, hey, dog. Hitler even painted well.
You know?
That nigga was an amazing painter.
Apparently, man, she is former Cosby Show star. She, Nicole Rochelle. Peep this picture of her. She was on the Cosby Show.
Oh, word.
Give me this.
So she was on the Cosby Show.
Give me this shit. Hold on. That's like Rudy's friend.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's Rudy's fucking friend.
So goddamn, so that's deep. On the Cosby Show. And ran out there to say this nigga's a rapist.
Damn.
And she got words all over her body.
Shit.
Lordy, well, hey.
Oh, well. We'll
Dog,
see
that's
how that
Rudy's
develops.
friend, son.
That's trippy.
Yeah, that's...
And you see, the nipples freed. Because there was this court case that went recently about like women can expose their nipples in like a lot of spots now.
I'm all
Okay.
for it.
And I'm looking at this news article. It's trippy that
Fuck
these
it. I wear my
pictures,
nipples out.
these pictures are all like titties out. Like, you know what I mean? Out here in the news and shit. So it ain't interesting. But yeah, bruh. Protest your protest, man. Like you said before, Joe. One is enough.
Right. One is too many.
Well, on that note, shouts out to the homie Brandon Brumfield. He gave us a list or whatever. My nigga got me joked out. He said, bruh, I didn't know what to expect when I listened to the podcast, but I was sold when the nigga answered his phone live on the podcast. On the real, I fucks with it.
Nigga, hello.
That's what Coop called on the last episode.
Word.
Hold on.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck. This is real life, ladies and gentlemen. And you're getting a slice.
Oh,
every
shit.
time.
I wanted to apologize, but now I'm not.
No.
Fuck.
This is how you know how real we keep it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might hear a bag of Cheetos open up in this bitch.
Yeah, dang. But it's all love. It's all love. Appreciate you listening, Brandon Brumfield.
Yes,
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Big appreciations to who else? I think a couple of people. Always shout the homie Derek Washington. Peanut, what up? You hear me? He always involved. But I'm trying to think it was
All right,
another.
Peanut, I don't know you, but I feel like I do
Man.
now.
So yeah, but still.
The main motherfucker that sent us the money for the batteries.
Peanut!
The main
Peanut!
motherfucker.
I'm gonna scream your name now, Peanut! Boy, what?
Now that was his crab
up,
name in the
Peanut?
band. Was in the band together.
Fuck it, Peanut! Peanut, thank you, Peanut!
Thank you for the batteries.
Nigga, you said I live a whole episode.
But not only that, dog, like he's one of the main people that like if we get a reply or like somebody emailing us or sending a comment, it's usually from D. It's usually from Derek.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like,
Appreciate it,
shouts
brother.
out, bro. He sometimes he'll hit me up like, where the show's at, man? Like, what's going on? What's up? You hear me?
Thank
Sometimes
you for holding us accountable.
for real. Sometimes he'll send me a news story. I'm interested in what the fuck y'all might say about this shit, my nigga. So it's like, nah, big ups to Peanut, dog. That's my dude, dog.
straight up.
I gotta remind you who he is and shit. We done read his emails and stuff.
Nah, Peanut, I know you
Who else I
not.
know be
I
listening?
just suck with names, that's all.
I mean, I understand. Trust me, I understand, man. Shouts out to my nigga Taz. What's up, girl? Naja. They got certain people I know who hit me up and let me know. No, I fucking listen. My Kia.
Fucking Byron Broussard.
Big ups to B. But there's a Byron.
Y'all know all the names.
I mean, because when someone tells you, you be like, oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
you listen, my dog?
Yeah. You know what I do?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. You dig? So, yeah, shouts out to all our listeners that's been listening since been. If we don't know that you listen, we can't shout you out. Let us know who you
I
are.
was about to say,
And
we
we'll
definitely
definitely-
will.
FLYWITHBATS@gmail.com. You can send your information there for the Reviewing That Lightning podcast. Send it to reviewingthatlightning@gmail.com. Shouts out to my emailer that did send us an email, our first Reviewing That Lightning email, but you didn't leave your name. So I'm gonna call you what your email said, unless by the time you hear this, you send me your name so I can shout you out for real. Cause I love what? That was what's up.
Email probably Dick'em-Down39.
Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Nope.
That's why you can't give out people email names. Cause he's like, look, I'd rather give out your regular name.
You know what I'm saying?
Email name.
And then sometimes what your email name was, you might have forgot what you put as your first and your last name when you first registered. So years down the line, like one of my emails, when I didn't know this until recently, when I sent it to people, it says actor mail. And I thought it was supposed to, I have it labeled as actor mail just for me to see, so I know that that's the mail that all my actor shit go to, and the other one get other shit. So like, when I saw that sometimes people get from actor mail, I've been wondering, like, they're probably like, oh, this thing's pretentious. He even calls his email actor mail.
Wow.
Martin.
Thanks about yourself much.
So, yeah, man. So, big ups to y'all. FLYWITHBATS@gmail.com. Shouts out to all our local podcasts that we love to shout out. Like our Big Brother podcast, the Your 30 podcast with Marty and the Arrogant Observer.
I say why.
They was talking shit recently. Let me see if I can remember.
What?
Yeah. Y'all listen to y'all podcast and y'all know I be listening. Let me think what they was saying.
Not the arrogant asshole.
Oh, God. You don't even know which one of them said shit. Which one of them said shit? Let me think. I know they're talking about our length again. You know what I mean? Because, you know, for whatever reason, having a big dick is a problem for them.
I guess so. Must be tough.
Must be tough. And what else they was talking about? Marty brought up something dealing with... Now y'all make me have to re-listen to y'all fucking podcast because I can't remember what you said directly to us I wanted to get on or jump or talk about.
Marty, you talking noise?
I can't wait to find out what it is because I'm gonna have to release the Kraken this time.
No, the most shit talk came from.
Nice.
No, the most shit talk came from the length of the. You know, they always ripping the length of the podcast. That's where the shit talk came from. But they haven't ribbed us in that manner in such a while. That I was like, oh shit,
well,
we saw this
maybe
again.
we're just overdue. Yeah, maybe we're just a little bit overdue for like a podcast on podcast interactions across the fucking cyberspace.
We always interacting because Marty's on the Reviewing That Lightning podcast with me and Jay Still. Shouts out to that. Come check us out if you ever watch. If you watch Black Lightning, if you love Black Lightning, well, you need to be on this feed right now. Listen to how we just go in on all things Black Lightning on Reviewing That Lightning. You dig?
When I was on that one episode. And the
you were.
And the whole episode reminds me of just one Black Lightning quote, which was I'm a Black Lightning your ass.
I'm a Black Lightning.
And that's what the whole podcast to me is. Like, boom, we about to Black Lightning y'all ass with Buku Black Lightning.
And we get it in, man. Big ups to Marty, Lamartian from the Your Authority podcast, and Jay Still from the Misbelief Radio Show podcast, which we're also shouting out. Shouts out to that. Host DC Paul. You can find them on themisbelief.podbean.com. You can find Your Authority on lowrainpictures.com as well as, you know, iTunes and wherever you get your podcasting from. Big ups to the Metal Hand of God podcast. Love you, Kyle Smith. Big ups to the Triliterate podcast. Big ups to the Brooklyn Ladies of Therapy New Orleans podcast. Big ups to Fuck What You Heard podcast. Big ups to my niggas at the We'll Figure This Out podcast. Congratulations, Carl. You just got engaged, my nigga. Yes, indeed. He did that shit in Paris.
Patty?
Epic.
Niggas in Paris, huh?
Niggas in Paris, dog.
You didn't see the Eiffel and you didn't see the Eiffel.
That's why you the
Gonna
president.
say no to getting proposed in fucking Paris.
She get married in Paris.
Come on, son. They proposed to in Paris.
Oh, you
married.
proposed?
Yeah, proposed. Now he just got engaged.
Oh, he got engaged. I think she got married.
Wanted to rhyme. I may have slipped to the tongue. I meant to say he got engaged in Paris. That's what I meant to say. But like, yeah, big ups to them at the We'll Figure This Out podcast. Through the Hard Way podcast. And you just told me about one with your peoples.
Yep, with Glory Jones and his co-creator and co-podcaster, who I can't think at the moment, but they have the Hip Hop Nerds podcast.
Hip Hop Nerd, right? With no S, right? Because there's a couple joints if you search for Hip Hop Nerd. But theirs is, let me make sure, because I just subscribed to y'all. Because if you're a subscriber of me, I'm a subscriber of you. You hear me? The Hip Hop Nerd. So yeah, check them out. The Hip Hop Nerd with Glory Jones. You're dead. Because once again, we shout out if you local especially, if you black especially, we gonna shout you out because you know it's hard enough getting listened. It's hard enough out in these streets.
It's a community, and we need some of that UNTY in the community.
There you go. That was the best way to put it. I couldn't put it no better. So big up, subscribe, check all these other podcasts out. They're on iTunes. They're on Stitchers. They're on the Google Plays. Straight up, if you have that little purple podcast app on your goddamn phone, all you gotta do is search just one of these names and you will not be disappointed.
If you follow any of us on Facebook, you can even listen to it from our Facebook. So you can even go on Facebook as well.
Especially for ours. We put ours up on Facebook. We have the check out our Facebook page at Fly with Bats. They have the spaces in it. I'm almost as anal as DC Paul is about the misbelief. I hate that when I first made this Facebook page, Fly with Bats is usually one word. And they made me put spaces in it. And like that's one thing that DC Paul, the misbelief, get mad when people put the space misbelief. People like, no, it's fucking one word. But once again, check us out on Facebook, the Fly with Bats podcast.
They got do that. They got a period on each one of them motherfuckers.
That's how I feel.
They got a
So I
period
think
of
it's
comedy.
okay. Like, I'm looking at it. You know, the aesthetic is fine.
It's okay.
You know, yeah,
It'll be okay.
But I mean,
We'll
your
be okay.
baby is your baby though, so I totally get that.
And
part.
and once again, we say our names, we say our governments on this bitch. So just like Brandon Brumfield did, he sent me a private message on here about how he felt about the podcast. Send us a message. We'll shout you out all day.
Yeah.
So once again, we about to get to the show proper. Oh, I'm going to do some cutting. We've been doing a lot of talking. Yeah. But anyway, as we get into the show proper, my dude, this is side A.
Yeah.
As we do it over here at the Fly with Bats podcast, we got two sides, side A and side B,
Side
like
alpha.
the old school tapes, you dig? On side A is usually our lighter side. We get into, the starter section, which is like the appetizers to the main course. That's on side B. And the starter section, light affair, news, hot topics, whatever we feel like getting into in the beginning of our fray. After the starter section, we get into Bats. Nerd out moments. When they get the nerd out on some nerdy type shit, it could be wrestling, it could be comics, it could be movies, it could be acting, it's whatever. I throw it at my dogs and they give me their little 1-2 punch on that. And after that, we get into the question of the day. We speak on, sometimes that's something on Facebook, sometimes it's just a query that just popped to the dome, sometimes it's some serious shit that niggas need to talk about. After the question of the day, we tell y'all to turn over to that side bizzle, which really is click over to the other episode on your goddamn feed if you subscribe to us. And on side B, that's when we get into that ETOUFEE of the day, which is, that scrumptiddlyumptious, the deeper talks, the most social justice type things, just heavy ass shit that,
the sauce, man, the sauce.
I like that. After that, we get into that daily dose of Murica,
Which is your friendly reminder of just where you live and just who the fuck you dealing with.
Ouch. Yeah.
Then it's that hero highlight where we take the time to shine light on someone who's doing good in the world of pure D fuckery.
Then we let y'all on out for the next couple of weeks so we feel like, putting something on out there again from the original cast at that. So without further ado, because we've been doing a whole lot of fucking talking, let's get into that starter section, man. Hit that fucking music. This nigga don't even know. I'm snapping you. We doing it.
You're ruining it.
You're ruining it. It's Fly with Bats Live, bitches.
Damn it. Green light. Go.
Hey, Dylan made the Shade Room with Chance the Rapper being the commencement speaker. So, yeah.
That ain't got nothing to do with, I want you to damn, you fucked it up. Anyway, let's get to that starter section. Let's go.
Lying about how much you had made, rumors and shit that you handmade. Would you buy this if I sold that? Hey, what the hell is my soul at? The American need for American green is America's greed. That's the American dream. Black America too busy chasing white American dreams. But we sleep, so let's everybody eat and repeat. Where the fuck the cheese? Where the mozzarella at? Tell me where it be.
So, oh wait, this is an easy one, dog. Drake.
Let's get on it, my light-skinned savior.
Drake.
So, spoiler alert, I will say this. We've been talking about, this topic has been all over, especially the New Orleans Facebook.
Bitch, this is hot. This
For
is
the
tea.
past few days.
The Orleans Facebook is hot right now.
We didn't debated and talked about it in depth on the last Misbelief Radio Show episode. So if you subscribe to the Misbelief, you could check us going in on that with DC and some other people. Mm-hmm. Me and Joseph had a whole 30-40 minute conversation off mic before we even started recording because we just couldn't help ourselves.
Because it's still tea. Hot.
So now we got we about to get into legit. I hope I remember everything I already didn't say because at this point, the Potty Mouth Pothead podcast is really feeling that potty if you know what I'm saying.
Bitch, I'm lit. I'm ready to talk about it.
But as everyone knows, Drake dropped a new single. Internet went nuts. What's the name of it? Mad for what? Not Mad for what? Nice for what?
Nice for what?
Get
it right.
And it's a New Orleans bounce inspired beat that can come across as a bounce song to some people that don't know, the mechanics of traditional bounce music if you're actually from here and such. And it ruffled.
I would agree with that
It
assessment.
ruffled a few feathers because in context, people, there's a stigma that Drake is getting that he's a bit of a culture vulture and he kind of likes to take from other people's stuff. And, sometimes he gives respect to the source in a proper way. Sometimes he doesn't. But the thing is, it caused what's funny is this too. In New Orleans, it sent one wave out that we're about to speak on first. And to the rest of the world, it's in a different wave out, which I find very interesting as well, that we're going to get to next. But let's start off with the first wave of how, and generally speaking, some people in New Orleans was fucking with that shit, but some people weren't fucking with him, doing this song. And not just doing the song, but doing the video and not including New Orleans.
Right.
All right.
Okay, well... Okay, as far as that, yes. With a very underground genre like bounce, it's more like above ground in recent years, but it's still very much a local thing.
It's niche.
Yeah, it's like very niche.
I call it fringe. It's fringe.
Yeah, it's fringe.
It's close.
It's fringe, but
It's close.
But it's very much a New Orleans thing.
Like
You know what I'm
Screw
saying?
with Texas,
yeah, like, that
like
is a
Drill
Houston thing,
with
Drill,
Chicago, Hyphy and all that shit in
It's
Cali.
the same thing. It's the exact same
People
thing.
can be
Like,
aware.
It's their local music. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a bit unfair that he did not feature the city of New Orleans or an artist or just some sort of New Orleans scenery, because that really, like, visual things, especially now, are extremely important.
Your video is a commercial for your song.
Yes, dude, like, that is very, very, very big. Like, you cannot take what people see while they hear your song lightly. And I feel that since he didn't have the image of New Orleans in it, that is a very passive, accidental way. Some people might say it's not passive, but I don't think he meant it. That kind of detaches bounce from New Orleans, which is completely uncivilized.
And I stand by. No, say what you say. Say that again.
Because we are bounce.
And I want to pick up on that because what's funny when we bring up the video, I said this to Joe earlier, and we didn't get to say all this shit we get to say on mic. But one thing was, nigga, you went all around the world in your video.
All around the world, yeah.
You had these beautiful, and I love the fact that all these beautiful women from the game just showing up.
Great.
And if you could show all these women and all these spots and all these locations, you could give New Orleans one of these locations that you took our sound for your
Could have green screened that motherfucker.
Nigga, I said, man, you could have Letitia White put up the fucking Wakanda sounds off of St. Charles balcony, and nigga wouldn't have said nothing.
Well, I'll say this. Number one,
That slight thing.
Drake, you should have people dipping in the video. All right, that's number one. Nobody was dipping. All right, that's automatic. That's automatic play. But I think
that would be if it was meant to be a bounce song, because Drake ain't rapping the bounce flow. He just took the bounce sound and beat and feel, which is still kind of blasphemous. But what you about to say, my nigga?
But
not blasphemous. That's the wrong
word. I
word.
would say it's blasphemous because in some way, this man, he did pay his proper respects to New Orleans.
In some ways.
And in some ways, probably my biggest gripe was ever probably going to be that he should have had some kind of visual about here, or had Fifth Wall Weebie in the video, or Big Frida in the video.
Frida.
You know
Frida at least, because
Wayne could have did a nasty swiggle or something.
Weebie voice was more sampled, but Frida voice, she running it, and she could.
In there.
Because I would have given him at the top of the video, he had like a New Orleans party with Frida saying all her words. And he like, I gotta get on the jet, and he could got on the jet from New Orleans or whatever, and we'd have been like, all right, cool.
That's what saved Beyonce information, because that thing wasn't shot in New Orleans, but there were certain things that was about in New Orleans, like the
New Orleans
visuals.
Yeah,
there were a few things about it as New Orleans. Same thing with T.I. Same thing.
And T.I., he came to the Jackson. Because that's what I said too, in the context of hip hop. I asked this to Joe earlier, D. I'm going to ask this to you.
Okay.
In the context of hip hop, if you look back in history, whenever someone from another coast or another spot uses someone else's sound, they usually for their song either have a feature of somebody from that spot, or they usually for that video shoot some part of it.
The location.
Everybody in history usually does that, so it's not even asking that much. Respect, because the thing is, I was even saying this. I'm like, dog, if like you say, bounce is fringe. If bounce is fringe and it's gonna be brought to the mainstream, if you're from Texas and Screw the first time anybody ever heard Screw music, you was gonna want a Texas nigga to bring it, and that's what happened. If you from Chicago, if niggas coming with that drill music, you gonna want a nigga from Chicago to introduce it to the world. You know what I'm saying? And it goes around the way. So if you from New Orleans, and I understand there've been previous bounce songs that come up. I understand if you come here, you are aware that that's the da-da-da-da-da. But you thought you took that for granted, but at the end of the day, people still associate Miley Cyrus with making twerking the biggest deal ever, when that not only is the New Orleans and the Miami and the down south thing we talking about twerking, that is routinely, richly African and Caribbean in nature. Yeah. And they gave it to that white girl because she made it popular. Yeah. So when I'm looking at so many things that get stolen from our culture in particular already, just being a New Orleanian, being a Southerner in so many ways, dog, I can understand, because I'm not even pissed. It's just one of the things like, damn, Drake, you could have did a little bit differently. Right. I can understand.
That's the only thing, really.
Yeah. I can understand why they got people in the city that I feel like, damn, dog, for our sound to be introduced to the world. Because when you're as big as Drake, it's not like, you know what I mean, some regular nigga coming out with a bounce song that's not from here, and niggas like, well, that was not that classy, but whatever, we don't care as much. No, you worldwide, nigga. When you, nigga, I got into it with my nigga Jay Skills from the We'll Figure This Out podcast. We was having a debate on it, and he was like, I didn't even know he's from Texas. I always thought he's from New Orleans for some reason.
When you from Texas, that takes away your point of how you feel in the city, dog. Because we're born and bred in the root with this shit.
Drake is such a big fucking artist that when he comes out, things will be associated with his ass. Yeah. And if niggas ain't, when last time, like even if Bounce already came out, when the last time you heard a Bounce single? Was that like early 2000s?
S80 was the last big one.
Big
Frida has a lot of big things going on with her songs too.
She got things going on, but
her songs pop more than we think they do, like on a whole nother scale.
Dang, she ain't Drake though.
No, she's not Drake. Right. She's not Drake.
And that's what I was saying. When it comes to mainstream, me and him was debating about what makes mainstream. And he was naming all these artists that he felt was mainstream. But I'm like, nigga, you a DJ. You'll have a different bias and a different view about music than I do just as a regular customer. Yeah. You feel me? And if I ask...
And an Orleanian.
That's a whole nother thing, but you're right. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah. But if we go to Rouse's right now, if we go to Walmart right now, now I can ask 10 people, you hear me? You know, who's Drake? All I'm gonna know who Drake is.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
I don't remember the name of the nigga that he asked me if I knew. And he was like, see, that nigga on it. You don't know him. Get out your bubble. I'm like, my nigga, if he was as on as you say he is, I wouldn't have to get out my bubble. He would have penetrated my bubble already.
Right.
Because when you big, it's already penetrating.
Some names,
you can't avoid.
You don't like, but you know, Tekashi 6ix9ine has penetrated many bubbles. And
I didn't even want to know 6ix9ine, and I know who he is. See what I'm saying?
Black, you know.
Nigga. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, Drake is larger than all of that. Right. So if Drake is going to be one of the faces that introduces a sound to my culture, to my city, I'm going to want at least your Lil Partner Lil Wayne. You signed to Wayne. Outside saying it through Joe. Like, dog, it's just weird. It's weird that, dog, you and Wayne have done so many songs together. You're signed to a nigga from New Orleans, and you take the New Orleans sound as a single, because if people say he's done New Orleans songs before, they've never been a single. You've made it this, and then now where you are right now, he's as big as he's ever been. So if you're as big as you've ever been, and you're going to take the New Orleans sound, it's weird that you didn't bring the nigga that your best buddy that's also the king of New Orleans, the biggest hip-hop rapper to come out of New Orleans,
and mark my
and
words,
not have him in the video at the very least. It's weird.
And this is going to be a #1 single. It's going to
be. It is, because it's catchy.
It's hot.
It's catchy.
It's going to be
hot.
Single. And it's like, dog, you should have fucking featured more. Like, he paid respects in certain ways.
And he paid the people. And people going up, well, he paid DJ Black and Miles.
Fine, granted, nigga, that is not what we talking about.
Shit. If you go to anybody who ever made a New Orleans style song, if you go in the liner notes, you probably found they paid somebody off, my nigga. I say it like this, my nigga. One nigga getting a paycheck off of you paying for a beat don't mean that the whole city gonna be like, yeah, that shit was popping.
Right, though. You gotta show your proper respect.
Even though it is a catchy song. And then some people be like, so anytime anybody ever make a New Orleans type song, they got it. My nigga, I'm saying if you're gonna be as big as Drake and you're gonna bring it to the world forefront, the least, that's all I'm saying. The least you could have done was one of the things we spoke on. Maybe feature New Orleans artists. Maybe let Frida, who's actually speaking at the top of your song, be in somewhere in the video. Or I'm saying ors. I'm not saying ands here. I'm saying ors. You know what I mean? Show one shot of all the beautiful locations that you showed of the world and the country. Have one be in New Orleans.
That would have been so simple.
Simple.
Yeah, that's very simple.
You gave out $1 million in your last video, nigga. You can't tell me that's hard.
You couldn't just put up New Orleans?
Just come to New Orleans, where you've already been.
Nigga had to come to New Orleans. They could have had a video sent to you from New Orleans or some shit.
Anything.
That's all niggas saying, because just on the levels up, that's how, in the context of hip-hop, that's how niggas usually deal. And I understand you don't want to be like whatever, you want to be different and all that, but come on, son. You had the forethought enough to say Lil Louisiana shit. you had that foresight enough to say that.
Right.
So where's Lil Louisiana?
You don't fucking need the nigga to be like, thank you, New Orleans, for letting me, use your style. Like, niggas not looking for that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Just, stick some scenery in there, man. It's our shit.
It is. It's our creation. It's
our shit.
It's our culture.
I used to
shit,
fucking
dog.
make bounce, man. Like, nah, bro, that is fucking New Orleans, dog.
And then oh my bad, Joe, I cut you off. What you about to say?
Like this shit just when you try to sell this shit off as your shit, dog, you sell a part of our soul in this city. It's a part of who we are in New Orleans. And I love the song. The message is great. I don't know how can he fix this for the future. Hopefully the remix comes out with Wayne on it. And something happens in New Orleans.
Well, Fresh already mixed it. You want to hear it?
I mean, no, we got we like that. We know they're gonna rebounce it, but I'm just saying because that's the unofficial remix. Joe talking about they make an official remix. They might make even a whole new video or something. Because he's speaking all about off mic. Shit.
I'm just saying, like you said, like dog. Maybe they come out with a remix. That bitch shot in New Orleans, featured a whole bunch of New Orleans stars on that bitch. Probably remix that bitch really fully with that beat running there even more.
Because this became a fight and debate and so many arguments that happened on Facebook to the degree, and I'm like, dog, it's not that deep.
Yeah.
And the people who Drake
are also when he does it, he pays his respects to other places, like you said earlier. He pays his respects to Texas when he do Texas.
He go to Texas when he do Texas shit.
To Tennessee when he do Tennessee.
He goes and I always say
he was Miami. He paid respects to Miami.
And if you gonna do and everybody does it. It's not like it's a Drake thing. I see it across the board on hip hop. It's usually what niggas do. Even when Wayne was rapping East Coast, that's where you saw his videos at. Like what I mean? Like what?
That nigga wasn't playing.
Son,
that nigga feeling that Miami heat. That nigga was
in Miami. Like, son, it's just a usual thing. And the fact that you showed the whole world, I ain't even gonna go back to that narrative and explain that shit. I'm just tripping because I'm trying to think of other things that people were bringing up. They were saying, I'm trying to think of different things because people were like on the other side of it were saying that they love the song. Like, you love the song all you want.
I fuck with the song.
Love the song.
Yeah, I think the song's cool.
Or whatever, like, and saying people just, ain't nobody hating, dog. Niggas just, niggas gonna have an opinion, son.
You piping up on these niggas. You gotta be nice for what? To these niggas. But see, I wrote that beat much better than Drake. Because Drake, as a hip hop lyricist and a hip hop critic, I think that he didn't write the beat that good.
This is the first Drake song I've liked in a while. It's only because my New Orleans bias. That's something else I was speaking on. I was feeling like some people in New Orleans, if you from New Orleans, I thought about something else, but I'm coming back to that. But anyway, if you from New Orleans, you feel me? There's certain things in your soul that you come up on. You feel me? You talking about crawfish. You talking about plourines, calling this shit plourines. You talking about snowballs. You talking about Monday night red beans. You talking about fish on Fridays. You talking about misbeliefs. You feel me? To people from here, I'm saying regular. I'm saying just A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The people not from here, I'm saying yo habla and a whole bunch of other shit that I can't speak and I won't disrespect that language. But then the fucking day, there's certain things that's in your soul, and even if you don't like bounce music, if you like, I don't even fuck with bounce music, because that's something that Jay Skills try to bring up. Niggas, y'all have niggas talking about this shit. Y'all don't even like bounce music. Why you riding for it, bitch? It's my culture. It's my city.
I don't like eating red beans every Monday.
I don't go to every single second line, my nigga. But if I go to fucking Wisconsin and they trying to bite second lines, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? If I go to New York and y'all trying to hate on my Indians, even though I don't even be out there with my Indians, I'm not got no family with the Indians. I'm gonna say you better not say shit about my New Orleans Indians. You feel me? It's just part about having pride of where you from, where a lot of shit come from, my nigga. And there's nothing wrong with that fucking shit.
A lot of niggas in this city don't own no kind of share about the Saints. But damn sure say anything bad about the Saints, don't think
you gonna ride. I don't watch football, but I grew up watching the Saints. And until all this racist shit happened this past year, where I didn't watch no NFL at all, my nigga, I would make myself watch Saints games because that's part of our culture. So y'all, our New Orleans people out there that like that song, of course you gonna like that song if you're from New Orleans. It's in your body. It's in your body. Right, it's in your bones. Man. As soon as you hear that sound, that vibe, you gonna want to move because since you was like 3 years old, you've been come on. So you better
that's take. Why we a little disappointed.
That's science though. So some people might think it's whack, but even the people saying that it's whack, nigga, gonna be secretly, especially in that bounce remix we about to play some of since you said you found this shit. Yeah. You can't help it, son. Especially when you out of town, my nigga. When I'm in town, dog, I usually only want to hear bounce if it's in a club or there's certain specific bounce songs that I like.
Correct.
Certain specific ones that I like. You know what I mean? But normally it's like, dog, I'm hip hop nigga, dog, or podcast nigga as we're doing this. Yeah. But let me leave this city, bro. If I hear anything New Orleans-esque, I'm so amped. Oh, where is it coming from? Home. Where else the home?
This bounce music, right. Yo, nigga hear shit in a long time. Son. Nigga play chopper style. And be like, what?
Nigga. I know when y'all go out of town if y'all go to the club, at some point, if it's a good DJ, at some point they go to New Orleans with the music.
They will do something.
That nigga start off and play Louisiana music at first, and I get the bucket.
Something.
He played New Orleans.
Ooh, nigga, wait a minute. What are you doing, sir?
So when you got that kind of pride, the same pride that New Yorkers got, it's the same pride that Atlanta's got, it's the same pride that so many people have. Sorry, California, I don't know about y'all swag with that, but you know what I mean.
Well, they got that West Coast shit.
Yeah.
They got that.
I'm just saying, dog. When you care how we care about our shit, dog, we want a little city that almost got wiped the fuck away. So we try to take anything from us, dog. We gonna ride and fight for that shit. A lot of y'all niggas don't know what that shit is like to lose your city.
Everything.
And even watch it to this day where niggas is daily trying to take your city with this gentrification shit. So when you go through the trauma of that, and some of this trauma we all in the city have not even worked through, dog. That's like when somebody from New Orleans be saying something anti to something like this. I understand where you coming from, New Orleanian. And when you somebody riding with this shit, I'm like, you know what, New Orleanian, if that's what gets you going, I understand where you coming from. Because at the end of the day, they still jocking our sound. And if they want to do some research, it's gonna all roads lead back to NOLA regardless. That's gonna it's like one of those things where it's like, I ain't mad, it's just come on, Drake. You know better. Right. Is all I'm saying. You know better. You know better. Wayne, you signed to a New Orleans nigga. You know better.
Wayne and McMahon.
Nigga, somebody could have been in there. Lil Twist could have been in there. I don't fucking know where he's from, but I'm just saying, dog.
Somebody.
I
bet the janitor was like, y'all don't want to put that bitch in New Orleans somewhere? I'll wear a Saints jacket.
You could have worn Saints something, nigga. Don't flirt to Lee in the close-up, nigga. Like,
black and gold either.
So you could have held up a 504 goodie.
Just hold it back.
Oh, my nigga.
Just hold it back up. You'd have been official.
You'd have been
like,
official. All right. Word. So now you go to the other side of before I get to the other side of what this thing is done, and for people that's listening that's not from here, this is what makes it not a traditional bounce song. You feel me? And I want my fellow New Orleans niggas to back this up, especially Mastermind being a DJ.
Yes.
One thing in particular, bounce music is made to make you dance. You feel me? To the point that there's usually some kind of instructions in there. Even if there's not instructions in there, there's something that will make you
to do something.
Oh, there's some dance.
Repetitious.
Some repetitious. There's some dance move that's multiple dance moves in one fucking song. Yeah. You can break down the beat composition of what makes that beat not even necessarily traditional. Because Black and Mild made it, so bounce elements legitimately.
Yeah.
But
it has legitimate bounce elements in it, but only to a very certain degree. I think the most bounce in that song was at the end.
With Weeby voice and shit.
When he started chopping up the vocals and shit, I'm like, okay, now that sounds like some bounce music, but it was only for 8 fucking bars maybe.
Because he didn't know how to ride that bounce beat.
And that was it.
And Wayne would have showed him up on it. That's probably why he didn't want him on that first version.
Wayne would have destroyed that shit. That is scary. But yeah, dude. So, like we've been saying for the past...
Joe, what you said on on a bounce, like people saying it's not a traditional bounce song?
Well, it's just like what everyone else saying. It just has some elements of bounce, but there's no repetition. There's no call for you to really cut up or catch anything or feel anything.
Where's the vulgarities?
There's no soulfulness to it.
Because even Why You Acting Funny ain't got no instructions, but it's so classic bounce.
It's somebody there's no soul, like some soulfulness to it when you ride.
It's like made by bounce artists. So I mean, and I mean bounce music has certain beats that you have to use. Like you got to use the fucking dance party beat. Niggas who know what that beat is. You got to use roll call beat. You dig? Niggas know what that is. Trigger Man, brown beat. Like those are the bounce beats. Know what I'm saying? Those beats are not in Drake's song. He used Trigger Man briefly, like I say, at the very end. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, that was that dude, Murder, who's from Canada. You know what I'm saying? That's his fucking track. That is not a bounce track. It don't have bounce beats in it, except just that one part at the very end.
And the intro has a nice kind of...
That's just a cut from a whole nother Frida song. Like, that's the intro to one of Frida's old fucking songs.
See, samples on samples on samples. I'm saying
that was just a sample. That wasn't Frida in the studio doing that. That was a cut from a whole.
I felt like it was
because it felt familiar. Yeah. Because it felt familiar. Adding to that familiarity,
been in the game
pulls you in
for a long ass time.
Matter of fact, it was from I got that gin in my system.
I'm about to be my victim.
That got cut. That's an actual bounce song, by the way.
Shouts out to y'all people not from, because we got people not from New Orleans. It's probably like, what the fuck these niggas talking about right now.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So if y'all ever hear Gin in My System, that's an actual bounce track. Compare that to Nice for What, and you'll know the difference.
And it's just, what's another thing people would talk, I'm trying to think of other things that people...
Call and response.
I'm not even talking about that element of it. I'm just saying when you get into like that real...
Bounce, but to say that the bounce is a very African-centric thing as well. Like, it goes all the way back. So to not have a call and response in it also takes away from being a bounce song.
But you know what? Like we said, you don't always even need a call and response. You just know the beats. And somebody was like, well, man, y'all need to give up. Florida was doing that type of stuff before, y'all, nigga. And one nigga was saying... It
wasn't bounce music.
And somebody else was saying, this guy created the bounce beat first. And I was like, let's say we went into history, right? And let's say somebody else did create the bounce beat first.
Let's fucking talk about
this. This is what I'm about to say to her.
Let's talk about this.
Alabama created Mardi Gras.
I'm not gonna say that though. I'm not gonna say that because you can't say that the other person created this bounce beat. That shit is born bred here. That's
Alabama invented Mardi Gras. Now who in the fuck think about Alabama and Mardi Gras but Alabamans?
No,
I'm not even gonna give it credit.
Even they come here. First. It don't matter who did it first. It's who made it known.
Right.
But we did it first and made it known.
I know what you're saying. But I'm just taking into the argument. Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck. We made bounce music. New Orleans made bounce music. That's what it is. But even if somebody coined whatever first, nigga, whoever made the shit, nigga, fucking on, popping, whoever developed it, whoever
made it a hot line, we were niggas that made it a hot song.
Yeah, man. You can make it a hot line. If I made it a hot song, you might as well shut up and vibe to my hit. You hear me? So it's a trippy thing. Now, the other thing that this song has done is, started a mean woman movement. Not mean woman legitimately, but like, people been laughing about the fact that the actual message of the song is, y'all women, y'all gotta be nice for what? See, that's funny. New Orleans, we all caught up in the bounce and the sound of it, that there's an actual message that Drake is rapping about in this whole situation, which is like, women, nigga, be unapologetic, motherfucker, and whatever you is you, and I can fuck with that. Yeah. You hear me? I could ride that wave. Now I got to listen because there's a bunch of tweets and people been like, they say it tore the internet up, Twitter up, and I was like, wait, Twitter started popping up the shit, but Twitter popping up the fact that all these women, all these memes popping up talking about like, yeah, nice for what? Fuck, I'm gonna be nice for Drake, so man, I gotta be nice for nobody. So now they got the meme that say, oh, Drake must have met a New Orleans chick before he made that song, and she told him, well, I gotta be nice to you for Drake, cause you Drake. I don't give a fuck about no Drake.
Right. Is Drake gonna pay my bill?
Yeah, man.
And that chick is down here right now.
Yeah, she has a whole family.
She is down here.
Right.
Nigga, even our prissy bitches are cut you. Well, this dog, like, I'm just saying.
They vicious.
Prissy women out here are vicious.
So, yeah, dog, it's just funny that one thing that you can say, dog, Drake is, he that dude. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his music, and not his recent music. I like old Drake. I like this song to a degree, but like all his last songs have been sounding the exact same to me. All his last albums have been sounding the exact same to me. I miss, Drizzy. Like, I miss Drizzy. You know what I mean? I don't know who this new nigga is.
I'm still listening to the young boy.
I hate his last two albums, but I'm curious to see what this one hitting for. The thing is, I'll always give Drake a chance. It's like a fucking glutton for punishment. I'll always listen to his album when he drop it, and then get disappointed. But hopefully this one won't disappoint me. T.I., me and him, one of my favorite rappers in the world is T.I. And like after maybe his fifth album, it became one of those, damn, Tip, what's going on, bruh?
How many more Sorry Forgive Me songs you gonna make?
I liked when Tip rapped deep shit. I like when he rapped that real life shit. And on his last album, he even had, not the last album. The last album was a political one. But the one before that, he ain't had no deep shit. I felt like he made the political album because he knew he ain't had that real shit on the one before.
All right, y'all, let me go into politics now. I was talking about ski mask and gun bang. The other one.
Black Lives Matter. So next up, man. Next up, man. McGregor tripping. Like, this whole McGregor and Mayweather stuff, so much is going on.
Dude, okay, so is it true that they're going to fight in the fucking octagon?
All depends if kind of McGregor beats whatever case he's about to go up against right now.
This is so stupid. This is the stupid.
Both these niggas in the news for all random shit. So McGregor, you know what I mean, causing a fucking controversy in the storm. Rumoredly because they stripped him of one of his belts because of him, some other shit. But anyway, he ran up in this motherfucking conference and caused a fucking ruckus, throwing around chairs, made this whole fucking scene, injured some of the fighters, got arrested.
This nigga, he's also said like he threw a dolly into the windshield of a car.
Oh shit!
And some of the glass that cut one of the fighters.
What was his fucking problem?
Pills. He was roiding.
Some fucking roids.
That nigga making that
It was
shit
a roid rampage.
Affluenza. That's what it was.
Oh, affluenza.
That's what it must have been. It must have been.
That shit's harsh.
Fucking affluenza. Affluroids. They just fuck me for that shit. Because whenever I see rich people, especially rich white people, but any rich people, honestly, waking out and doing dumbass shit, when my nigga, you should just sit in your money and be happy that's the type of life you get afforded to live, nigga. I just get mad. So hear the news for that, for one thing. Floyd, this nigga bodyguard got shot, and they saying it was a planned attack, and people saying that niggas might be out here for like gunning for Floyd.
Why is niggas gunning for Floyd? Is it
what you think you gonna get?
Does he have gambling issues?
I don't know.
Who does he owe? Why is niggas out there trying to shoot
Floyd?
Floyd?
That's fucked up. Does he have gambling issues? But continue.
Because he's from Las Vegas. He's always been in Las Vegas.
I thought of Jordan. Maybe I'm fucked
and
up.
I'm thinking about Jordan too. Like, cause I am thinking about Jordan. I swear to God. Because the mafia killed Jordan people. So who you owe Floyd? Somebody told me that there's a pimp that be pimping your sister Floyd in Las Vegas.
God.
You know what I'm
saying?
He
keep on beating on these women, which is taking away a lot of my freaking fans.
I don't understand why niggas that can box beat on women.
There's a lot of them that do that shit.
I don't understand why niggas period do it, but when niggas box, I be like, what?
And everybody hate Floyd. I was a big fan of Floyd until I found out that no, he really, like, there's a few women that got cases on him for that shit. So it was like, fuck.
Man, if I was a woman, I would have shot Floyd.
God damn,
dog.
Oh, fuck trash ass niggas. Why y'all, Anyway, so in the mix of all this shit going in the news between these two is what you just brought up. They're supposed to be going into the octagon for Floyd McGregor versus Mayweather Part 2.
That is so stupid, dog.
You know the rules of that?
And with modified rules.
Yeah, I might say, like, apparently they, because I saw the list of shit that they can't do, which is basically they can't fucking fight.
Right. Not like you're in the den.
But, like, I thought it had to be fake fucking news. I was like, this is not fucking real. Like, this can't be real. But it's actually real. Possibly.
It's
possible.
It's possible.
It's real. It's more real if these niggas didn't have these other cases going on. But it's legit. The fight is legit.
Get the fuck out of here.
But I saw this coming. If you didn't see this coming when they had their first fight, when he stepped into the boxing ring, because the thing is, that's going to be the question. Okay, McGregor stepped in his world. What will Floyd do if he stepped in McGregor's world?
But McGregor challenged Floyd Mayweather.
But Floyd saw the money.
No. He was provoked, dog. Nigga was calling this fucking bluff. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
Floyd
nothing. That's money. That's money.
I am not talking about money, son. I am talking about motive, dog. Like, I don't see Floyd just challenging McGregor in the octagon.
Well, that's what I'm saying when the money comes in, because the motive is the first time. Now it's the money. Now it's got to be about the money, because who doesn't want to see that for the money flip?
Either fucking way it goes,
you're
still not getting what you want though, Joe. Because when you look at these rules, they're gonna fight with 4-ounce gloves, no shoes, 5-minute rounds, etc. But no kicks, no takedowns, no elbows, no knees. The clinch will be allowed though, and that you don't get to do that in boxing. But dog, you took away half the things that makes UFC.
So them niggas gonna be straight spar old school style, just with no like kind of ring kind of thing. You're just gonna be going wild at each other.
No kicks, no takedowns, no elbows, no knees. It's like that's not Floyd stepping into the octagon. That's not Floyd stepping into his world.
Right.
That's Floyd stepping into his neighborhood.
I'm about to say
it's his community.
That's just a fucking
outside the gate.
Fight.
You heard me? They just having a street fight. And Floyd probably gonna win that.
Can't be a street fight because you can't even kick the nigga.
Right, and that's part of y'all. Dog, McGregor, you are a UFC MMA fighter.
On top of that, that's his biggest strength is takedowns.
Takedowns, clinch, elbows, knees, submissions. Well, I guess submissions would be allowed then. They didn't say no submissions. But,
dude, here's what I am picturing. If you can do submissions, McGregor will make Floyd submit. Okay?
If he can catch him.
If he catches him, he is going to make him tap.
He couldn't catch him the first time.
But that's different though.
This is a completely different context, dog.
I know it's shorter rounds and it's in his world. I understand all of that. But what I'm saying is...
Or, I promise I'm going to let you say, or McGregor is going to accidentally take this nigga down, accidentally kick him, accidentally do something that he can't fucking do, and he's going to hurt fucking Floyd, and it's going to change the fucking tire of this shit. And
they said that in the first one. They said he was going to do that in the first one.
And he did do it.
He did, you're right.
He slipped damn near
He slipped a couple of times, he did, you're right. But he's allowed to do those. He can't take down, but the things that they didn't let him do in boxing, they're going to let him do here.
If he can do submissions, dog, if he catches this nigga Floyd, he's going to tap.
But that is a huge statement, if he catches Floyd. Floyd ain't trying to get caught. That little nigga's not.
Floyd
is dodging.
Nigga, I done fucking seen buku fights, dog. You cannot push shit past any fucking body.
That's the truth. Dog. You ain't got that go both ways. That's the truth.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I'm saying on the other way of it is, that is a loaded statement. If he catch him, because you're right. Floyd ain't used to be in no damn submission. So if he gets Floyd in submission, Floyd gonna tap. Fuck, that's not his thing.
He ain't about to get out that bitch.
He's not. He's
not about to even get out the Kurt ankle lock. That's why,
right.
Like, I feel like Kimura lock.
Yeah, dog. I feel like fucking he can catch him in some simple shit and end the fucking fight, dog. Like any sort of simple lock, hold, anything, dog.
The thing is, it will be judged on how fast Floyd's feet move. Because that nigga's going to have a stick and move the fastest he's ever done.
Yeah, he's going to have to rip.
That nigga he got a stick and circle, son. He had to go all around that ring. But guess what? In that ring, a nigga jump off that wall and punch you. So, you like he can't get kicked. Because he'll kick the fuck out of you. But if he could jump off that wall and punch you and super punch you, you can't do super punches in boxing. But in this thing like this, somehow that shit can get away with it. But we're going to see. It's the ultimate dodger versus the ultimate aggressor.
He's going to have to ultimately dodge his motherfucking ass.
Ass off.
And I think I like the fates are probably with McGregor, but I think Floyd's still gonna win. His wife beat trash ass.
Oh gosh.
I think it's just the black in me, dog. I can't put the money on Irish if it's between a black man. Nah, maybe I'm just fucked up.
And I mean, I will accept that bias any day, any time.
He called Floyd a monkey, dog. I ain't forget.
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
I don't think Floyd gonna take no losses.
I don't think he is either. You feel me?
Floyd ain't about to take a loss at nothing. I don't give a fuck what it is.
And this wouldn't even count against his boxing career. This is
I think that nigga play. I think he'll even pay money still not to lose.
You know what I mean? So next up, dog, Killer Mike.
Oh, I saw this.
He just, my God, dog. So after just taking an L by being in an NRA commercial.
So Killer Mike was in an NRA commercial?
Yeah, bro. So the NRA came at him, and he was talking about, Killer Mike was talking about basically the importance of
how you about to sell us out
of black people owning weapons and shit. You know what I mean? Because white people got weapons, got guns, well, black people never have guns. Now, of course, for propaganda purposes, the NRA people took his quotes and used it as an ad to go against the Parkland kids as if he was speaking out against a situation, which is why he had to make another video saying that he was in support of Parkland kids. Now a lot of people say, nigga, you took an L on that in the first place by even trying to even run it with the NRA. What the fuck you running to the NRA for? The NRA never really been down with black people.
Yeah,
that's the thing that a lot of
that was pretty stupid.
That's the thing that a lot of black people are learning more and more about. With Philando Castile, he's an NRA member. Y'all ain't ride for that, man. Whenever black people got weapons, y'all never ride for us. But when we get shot, y'all got something to say when niggas riding against the gun violence. It's fucked up NRA.
Killer Mike, you should know way better because you do political rap. My nigga, you say a lot. You even spoken in politics about a lot of things. You talk in politics sometimes. You speak of what's going on in certain things.
I knew he wasn't woke when he got with Bernie, but keep going.
With certain things with Bernie, though, he was saying some shit like, at least you know what's going on, so you can't really tell me that the NRA, who never supported us in the history of time for anything.
Unless we getting shot. They just in support of niggas holding guns.
Then they'll no,
not niggas, I'm sorry.
No.
Americans, because currently when you say American, it means white.
Dog, NRA don't want niggas in the club. Only a few, and they only want nigga hunters. They hunt other niggas. They don't want nobody else, dog. And that's very strong facts. The NRA ain't nothing but a KKK with 3 different other letters. All right? I'm just calling it what it is.
So he took an L.
It's not about gun rights toting Americans, dog.
It's about white people having guns.
Because my grandpa told me today, he told me some funny shit. He said, if everybody had guns today, the world would be a safer place. But no, as he was saying it, he was like the Westerns where everybody had handguns and shit. I said,
we don't need choppers and shit.
And he's like, you took all these semi-automatic weapons and shit. And I was like, yeah, that's true, Grandpa. But we also got to have the laws of the day because the laws of them times, the niggas was drawn down in the middle of the street.
So daylight.
And then niggas getting buried right where they was damn near dropped some places. Like, all right, you died here?
Bury me at Wounded Knee.
Nigga put the rocks over you and that wooden cross is a day over.
Fuck.
Going on their trail.
So yeah, man. So if you, like you said, if you anywhere near calling or referring to yourself as woke, as Killer Mike likes to seem to think of himself as, woke, you should already not have trusted them anyway. So
some niggas so woke they need to go to sleep.
So his ass want to take the time, and the thing is, him and Joy Reid have gotten into it before.
Joy Reid, that name sounds so familiar.
It's this lady right here
Yeah,
that
your
you're looking
face,
at.
dog. Who's casting?
Oh yeah, the one that keep. The thing is,
You don't know who it is.
no, she's the no. I do know who she is. She's the one that be keeping it real, motherfucker. She was like on her show. She'll be like, "This is not CNN." Like she don't play that shit.
Joy Reid go hard. Then she started BT too. Joy Reid got she been around.
That's what I'm saying. Her name sounds too familiar. Like
No. I know her for what she does now, but now I think about it, I feel like she has something to do with BET in her early goings. But
Joy Reid is the most professional name I've ever heard.
yeah, Joy Reid.
Like you sound like you in charge of some fucking.
You sound
shit.
like you need to be hired immediately. Like, all right, they need to check this resume. Her name's Joy Reid.
Sound like a fucking attorney or some shit.
So anyway, so stupid ass. So Joy Reid hopped on her Instagram and Joy Reid, attorney at law. So Joy Reid hopped on her Instagram and she was like, shouts out to her H&M squad for making her look so good or whatever. Here it is. And not to be outdone, add Glam Lux and add Savvy Chicks who rock the H&M for our Elgin Baylor shoot. Hashtag AMJoy, Glam Squad. So here go Killer Mike come under her shit talking about, y'all got mad at me. Let me find the exact quote. So me doing an interview about black gun ownership with the NRA is bad, but you promoting a company that tagged a black child a monkey is good, cool, and acceptable?
Like
okay, check. SMH. Niggas.
All right, so here's one thing, Killer Mike. You a bitch for going tit for tat. That's number one. Number two, you talking about some NRA ain't got shit to do with her at H&M. In my opinion, you both kind of fucked up on it.
Joe, stop.
Stop.
You need to stop right now. You want to know why you need to stop right now before you fall into this hole?
What?
Because Joy Reid's response was, H&M stands for hair and makeup.
Ooh.
The two women beside me in this pic did my hair, H,
Ooh.
and makeup, M,
Ooh.
for shoot.
Oh
Well,
my.
And here I was thinking you were an intellectual and not just a guy who hangs out in the sunken place talking guns with the NRA's official black guy.
Ooh.
Also, who starts a feud in Instagram comments? Is your Twitter account locked?
Ooh.
Oh!
Bang, Killer Mike.
Oh my.
Wait, we need a bell for this segment.
Oh my God.
Charlamagne
Mike.
said it best, dog. I heard this shit either yesterday morning or this morning, but he said this is a classic case of measure twice and cut once. Nigga.
So right.
Nigga.
Nigga, so right.
That's big facts, dog.
Measure twice, cut
Cut
once,
You
nigga.
tripping, Killer Mike.
Nigga. Yeah.
H&M, you could go with H&M.
Dude.
Now you look like a stupid bitch.
You look
First you look like a bitch, now you look like a stupid bitch.
dumb. You look so dumb.
Cause you
still looking for that
fucking
next
felt
album, though.
this in your heart, dog. Like I got her. Like I'm about to strike the piss out.
That
This
boy
fucking
rubbed his
lady.
hands like Birdman
Birdman.
when he saw this. Twizzled his little evil
Like
mustache.
he just knew he had it. He was crossing the finish line. Oh no, she clipped the fuck out you
Nigga said hair and makeup.
and stepped over your fucking bloody fucking corpse.
Num 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 num. She did.
Joy Reid, I'm sorry, I even thought it was H&M, but it's based off of Killer Mike.
Dude.
Because you know what? I should have did my research. But
Nah, but-
apparently, I didn't know because Killer Mike thought he had you. He thought he had it. But you know
No,
what?
He knew he had her.
He thought he had a shot, but he was holding a gunless, a bulletless gun. So
He was just so ready. That's why I just said. Let me stop you right there,
The
Joe.
gun jammed.
You hear me? Because
blink.
even if you're right, even if she was rocking some H&M clothes and whatnot, that's still not as bad as you get in bed with the NRA.
NRA. I was like,
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
about to say.
But no, dog, she wasn't even on that shit. That's what kills it. She wasn't even on that,
Thanks to
dog.
my H&M team for doing my hair and makeup
Right.
for my show tonight.
Thirsty ass motherfucker.
Killer-
So smart, Killer Mike.
You probably, they probably was like, ooh, Killer Mike, get her. We got her now. We finally got her.
Nah, bro.
Now look at you.
Mike.
All in
Nah,
the
bro.
sunken place, fat ass.
Goofball.
Nah, bruh.
Goofball.
So yeah, bro. And y'all saw that picture with Chadwick Boseman and girl from the I Get It How I Live It, the Lemonade video, that lemon video.
Oh, the light skinned chick.
Oh, she is so freaking gorgeous.
She's amazing.
Oh
She
my
ain't
God.
also black.
So there's this tweet going around, basically right here. This chick is mad at this picture right here.
This
Look at
light
the
skinned
picture.
chick is mad at this lighter
Yeah,
skinned
it's so
chick.
fucking dumb.
This is okay.
People, she's saying you can run it.
Bruh, you just starred in one of the highest grossing films in history, and here you are wrapping your arm around a goddamn light bright.
Oh, no.
Like, what the fuck, man? You don't like a dark-skinned girls like that? We're not good enough for y'all? Like, what's up with these fine black men going for these light-skinned and or racially ambiguous females? man, if we dark skinned girls ain't good enough for black men, then who the fuck are we good enough for? I hate light skins. Hashtag no respect for black women. Hashtag no respect. Hashtag light skin ruin lives. Hashtag dark skins lives matter. She's not dark skinned though. From this picture I'm looking at, maybe I'll look at other pictures, but the picture she's showing don't look dark skinned.
And this lady clearly has issues. Like she clearly has like
her whole family was
colorism
on
issues,
her
though. Like I just really hate it. I really fucking hate it, dog. The fucking girl is black. You shouldn't have shit to say.
That's what happens when you're the darkest skinned one in the Creole family.
It's just very...
And this lady might not be black, but at the end of the day, a lot of things come to mind with this. One.
What is she?
I mean,
I think she's black.
She might be black. She might not be black.
Even though that's a 100% assumption.
Yeah, she could be a Hispanic woman. I don't know. Like, because look she could be a few things. She doesn't have to be black. But what I'm saying is, of course, I don't think she's white, but...
That's one thing we know she ain't.
Yeah, she ain't white.
She's a minority.
But she, you know what I mean? She don't have to be black. But my thing is, still, who said that's not his girl? You just jumped to the conclusion that that's his girl because he took a picture together.
There, right? Like,
you know why? Because that showed at that moment, dog. It wasn't about the girl. It was a moment she had to let off some shit.
You're hurt.
Yeah.
Two. Even if that was his girl, when did he say he only date light skinned women? Even if you have a light skinned woman, that don't mean you only date light skinned women. So how did you, that. Once again.
But I understand you're hurt. I understand you're hurt.
You know what I mean? It's so goofy. It's so unnecessary. It got to the point where it's like, you must have been trolling. You gotta be trolling. You gotta be trolling. Yeah. Gotta be trolling.
Something, though.
You dig?
I'm just not here for it.
You need a psychiatrist. I hope one reached out to you. And I hope that you can look in the mirror one day and love yourself, baby. Because this is deeper than Chadwick Boseman as light-skinned women. This is you. I hate light skin. I hate light skins.
Right. I hate light skin.
That's your everyday thought process.
You got a problem.
You going on some kind of Nazi complex about light-skinned women.
It's a little OD.
And Joe, before we get into Bass NerdOut moment, because these other ones I'm going to save for side B, but before we get into Bass NerdOut moment, tell me about that Cardi B that everybody seems so split on.
Who get the party started? Cardi. Cardi B's new album, Invasion of Privacy, man, their shit is dope. From front to back. I listen to it from track to track.
Because I'm going to set the context here. Like on my wall, yo, mm-hmm. I don't know if about this on y'all timeline, but on my personal timeline, it's split. I'll roll down that bit, and half the people saying it's amazing, they really like it, and another half of people saying they hate it, it's trash. And I stand by, if you like Cardi, you're going to probably like it. If you don't like Cardi, you probably won't. Because some of y'all just ready to hate anyway, and some of y'all just ready to suck the dick anyway. So it's going to just go by with your fucking preference. But what you saying, my nigga?
I'm going to keep it G. I've been watching Cardi's career grow up for a long time. I didn't even backtrack to some of my old shit before she even made Bodak Yellow when I first heard that if a bitch beef with me, we gonna beef forever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I went back, when I first heard that, I went further back. I even watched some of my shit when she was on I Love New York. And I followed her. And I think at one point I told you, I said, say son, she might have something. And then Bodak Yellow dropped, which that's on the album as well. And that took off her career. Boom, she boosted up real fast. Fame, hard work and all the money paid in, but that's when the fame and everything, her success started to come in. This album right here is nothing but hitters. She got a great bunch of features, like Chance the Rapper on one. Which, you know, if Chance the Rapper's on it, it's going to be some kind of deep inspirational song about her life of some sort. You don't call Chance the Rapper just to go sing on your shit for nothing.
Or to run up on bitches.
Right. He might have, you know what I'm saying? He got niggas with dreadheads running your lobbies. He's not going to do that. SZA's on it. She's featured. She's great. She's great on lyrics. She has one Spanish song where she's rapping, but these other cats come in that's doing some Spanish shit. And she has that Spanish, like, Murica feel to it. And there's a beat that's so dope. It's like, that's what I like about that. And that's dope. She got some song where she's singing on herself, where she sounds really good vocally. It surprised me. And her intro is one of her great intros. Like, when I first heard it, Deuce, the poet, he told me, he's like, dog.
Deuce.
Big Deucey. He told me, like, dog, this is kind of like Meek Mill's, you know, that hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought out that Dream Chasers intro. And I was like, yeah, it is, dog, because it has that slow piano start, and the beat is so funky when you ride to it. So I'm going to give this album a good A for Cardi's first album. And in her Miro, in the interview we watched with Miro and her.
That wasn't Miro, that was your boy, the boy from that New York radio show, Ebron. He was Ebron, man. But keep going, Miro and him be looking like, keep going.
Damn, I thought it was Miro, but I was like, man, Miro cleaned up. But all right, Ebron. So with that interview, she said that she knows she needs to grow more and this and the third. So I can always say that, you know, needs to grow more, a little bit more on how she needs to do lyrically and how she needs to sound. But for her first album, I think it's a hit.
That's one thing I do appreciate about that interview she had with him. Was it Ebron or Ebon? I'm gonna look up his name. I know it's E something, but I ain't in New York like that. But I appreciate that she acknowledged her flaws.
Yeah.
She acknowledged what she needs to work on. She acknowledged what she's been working on. She acknowledged that she needs to grow a bit. She's like, other people keep trying to put me on pedestals that I never claimed to even want to be on.
Right.
I never tried to come here trying to say I'm the best rapper in the game. I just want to come here and do me. Man, I come from stripping and shit, my nigga. I just always like to rap. I just want to build on the craft, basically. But stop trying to make me go be pitted against this bitch or that bitch or compare me to this bitch and that bitch. I'm still trying to get me.
I'm just trying to have fun with this shit and make some money out of this shit.
I love Cardi B. I love Cardi B so much because, like, I just feel like she's always being her fucking self.
Very true.
I will hang out with Cardi B every single night.
Me and her can smoke for sure.
And I would not get tired of it. Like, she just seems cool as a fucking fan. And I love the name of her album. I haven't listened to it yet, but Invasion of Privacy is a dope fucking title for an album. So I definitely want to hear it. And I'm pretty sure there's some shit on there that I do.
E-Bro, there we
like.
go. E-Bro.
But no, she got some great features. She has YG on there. Of course, she got the Migos on there. You know what I mean? Like, she has some great things going on with this album. And for her first album, it tells a good story about her life. It has some club stripper bangers in there for that ass to be shake to. It has some real hard hitting shit for the streets. And it has some shit like a good glimpse of her life of what's going on, where she was and where she is now. So for her first album, I'm going to give her an A for it. Because it sounds good, the rap's good, and the things that need to be worked on is shit that you're going to get with second album and through time.
Right.
And if she's telling her story with it, like you say she is, and that's always good. Like, that always makes a good album.
I mean,
like,
she started the first track off about how...
Like, where you come from, where you trying to go.
She's just such a lovable fucker.
She's
just such a lovable fucker. But I just want her to win anyway.
Her first track, dog, her first lyrics was like so real. She was like, I used to strip right across the street from the school, from the community college she used to go to and shit. Like, talking about that kind of shit is like, she really does let you in. But on SNL, she just revealed that she's having a baby.
And that's been that's been in the talk. That's been in the talk, yeah.
Is it for Offset?
Damn, D.
Damn, D. She's a whore, huh?
Yeah. No, that doesn't make her a whore just because she's pregnant for somebody else. So you need to check yourself.
She's engaged to Offset. Okay. Why would she not be pregnant for someone else?
It still doesn't make her a whore if she got pregnant by somebody else, per se.
Yes, it do if she's engaged.
That's
got pregnant by somebody else.
That's how you feel. But I'm just saying, I was just asking, was it for Offset?
Now, I would say I don't think it makes her a whore if she got pregnant by someone else. But I will say she's been dating this nigga for like 2 years. So if it's not by him, I don't know. I mean, I would hope it's not from anyone else. Nah, they've been together. Yes, they're engaged. Or at least the pat for over this whole year. And yes, about 2 years she's been with Offset and they're engaged. So my first mind would like that's why Joseph looking at you like, what the fuck, dog? That's all person she been with. Oh, no. Unless you got some scoop. You got scoop McCoy.
Cardi cheating. I know Offset cheating. Cardi cheating.
Nah. He's I know Offset cheating.
Come here, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Young rich niggas. You know what I'm saying? For the culture part 2.
So I'm gonna give Cardi album a listen or whatnot. You know, it's all gravy and all good. I just want to, I want to see what's up. I know you was talking very highly of it when we linked up earlier, and I was like, all right, run your shit if you feeling that shit, because it's really been really divisive. But let's get into that Bats Nerd Out moment.
Bats Nerd Out moment. Bats Nerd Out.
Bats Nerd Out moment. Bats Nerd Out moment. Bats Nerd Out moment. Bats Nerd Out. Bats Nerd Out moment. Bats Nerd Out moment. Bats Nerd Out moment.
So first up on Bats Nerd Out moment, Wrestlemania!
Redneck heaven.
Bruh. I went to this Wrestlemania, I thought I knew everybody was gonna win everything because, being a wrestling fan, I haven't even been watching wrestling as much this year as I watch. Like, usually. Like, our niggas shouts out to Raheem Glassy. You might even do a WrestleMania review one of these days. But, but I still likely keep up because I grew up a fucking wrestling fan. We tried to start a wrestling podcast at one point, but here go the truth about Raheem. He like to talk, but he don't like the podcast, nigga. Like, I don't know, something about the
Something
mic.
about the mic scares him a little. I
About
always say
talk,
scared,
not
but
scary, but he ain't.
He feel like he's on the spot, but I'm like, no, just talk,
run
nigga.
it. But in the podcast realm, like on our podcast, our wrestling podcast that we did do was great because it was just me and him talking wrestling. He could talk wrestling all fucking day about anything ever. So it's like, but that didn't continue because he didn't have this excitement to run to the mic because, you know, I ain't gonna say the excitement, son, because our nigga did get fucking busy. Shouts out to Raheem Glassby. Check out his album, No More Karaoke, at thegreatglassby.bandcamp.com, dog, because my nigga really did get busy in that lane. But anyway, I ain't been watching as much, but there are so many surprises. My niggas right here didn't see it, so I ain't gonna like jump on it too hard. But one thing I will say that I love was Brock Lesnar kept his title.
Beat the shit out your boy.
Dog, everybody, like the whole story over the past 2 years was for everybody believing and hating the fact that they was gonna have Roman. It was gonna be so predictable that Roman Reigns was gonna finally beat Brock Lesnar, win the title.
Nope.
Brock Lesnar had the belt for over 375 days. Unprecedented shit. He ain't even always there. He's there every few months. He the champion, and that played into their storyline of damn, you ain't even here. And that's like
Kind of champion are you?
In layman's terms, imagine you a nigga like you fighting that every day. Because the thing about wrestling that I like, dog, is theater mixed with motherfucking athleticism, mixed with choreography, mixed with it's all these mixed. It's a fucking circus. You dig? So like even though wrestling's fake, nigga don't care it's fake. Almost every fictional thing you see on TV is fake.
It's an art form, is what it is.
It's a craft, and them niggas put that shit through their
entertainment.
They put their body through some shit 5 days a week, and that's crazy even still. So a lot of people they mad because he get to be the champion, and he don't got to even be there. So that played in their whole story
of building Roman Reigns up to take it up.
But a lot of people
have beef with him.
But a lot of people don't like the fact that the company is so obviously pushing Roman Reigns as their big time hero. And a lot of times wrestling fans like their heroes to be more organic. They like to choose it. It's like it's better when it feels like it's the person that you like and not who the company chose and made you like. And I stand by. They should let this nigga turn bad. But anyway, you go into that match just swearing that, okay, Brock gonna beat the shit out of him, which he did, and he gonna come up from behind.
From the souls of his Samoan and black ancestors.
But that boy was bleeding and everything, dog. When that boy got busted open, he had blood pouring all down everywhere like it's the old school wrestling. I was like, oh, he definitely gonna win. He took like 5 of Brock finishes and was kicked out. I was like, oh, God, he's gonna win.
They building it up. They building it up.
Boy, when that nigga lost, I did backflips.
That's when you gotta thank the wrestling for being like, you know what, thank you.
For shocking me.
And listening.
And I love seeing Undertaker beat the living hell out of John Cena in a 3-minute match.
Thank you again for listening.
So that nigga came out, made an appearance.
And beat the shit out of John Cena, won the match in like 4 minutes.
Oh, he jobbed him?
Jobbed him.
Oh.
And I thank you, John Cena, for jobbing out. That was some respectful shit, because you John fucking Cena.
John Cena, you do a lot of shit for other artists, you know what I'm saying? Bigger and smaller.
Especially in his more recent years. So shouts out to Wrestlemania. It was in New Orleans, so that's a big thing. And me and my nigga Raheem, we went last year.
That's fucking set out there. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it looked fucking amazing.
It was beautiful.
Like
dog.
I saw the pictures. I was like, that shit look fucking New Orleans out in that bitch.
Yeah, nigga.
I saw a few of the stars in the streets, man.
And they're so tall.
They were out there. They're so big.
So tall.
They real life action figures.
Nigga in real life, son. So I say this as well. Vince McMahon went on record talking about he gonna bring back the XFL, and I say don't.
Don't do that. That shit was whack. That shit was whack, son. I already was kind of okay with arena football. But XFL, that shit, the concept of it was too stupid, son. You have wrestling move type shit going on with... Nigga, this ain't Blitz. Blitz is for a game.
This is what I got to say about it. I got 2 things to say about Vince and his XFL shit. 1. XFL, because he said he wants to make... Like, he wants to just own this new XFL and make it like the NFL. That's what he fucking up. We already have the NFL.
Too established.
We already now have the NFL. We have the CFL. We have all kind of minor league football shits going on. Mm-hmm. You do not need to make another NFL. Honestly, Joe, XFL would probably work more now if he made it way more different than football and own that shit and didn't try to compete with football. Because that's what he fucked up. He tried to make the XFL compete with the NFL. That's dumb. You should just make your own thing and try to just present that and be like, people, if you want to watch it,
I can take that.
Watch it.
Now, because if it's some NFL street like the game shit.
Yeah, it's like inspired by football, but this is our own thing.
This and one a fucking football.
And you're not even trying to compete with the NFL. Right. You're just doing your own thing.
You can't compete.
It's impossible.
You have your own lane with that, actually.
Exactly. Now here go my second thing, which is the same thing but different. What if, let me propose this to y'all on some business shit. What if Vince McMahon took that same money and Americanized rugby?
What?
Rugby. Think about what rugby is.
Rugby. Talking about
That's that rough ass fucking shit.
They don't really wear pads and shit. They got a lot of things similar to football, but it's not. It's rougher, it's tougher, but you see the people's faces like in basketball. So you can make fucking stars like basketball because you get to see their faces. It's smash mouth and hard like football, so people can be like, damn. And it's different enough from football to not have to compete with fucking football.
He would.
Go ahead, D-Mac.
I'm just gonna say yes, but he would not be able to call it rugby. He would have to call it something completely different.
He can bring rugby here, dog. Rugby is big over there.
Rugby is cool, son. It's cool, but we got football, and that right there with rugby
is like, different enough.
The thing is, that's why you need to make something like football, because that's too different enough. That's rugby is a whole different thing. Like
it's different enough, and it's not here. It's too different. And they can make I don't think it's too different because it's making money everywhere else. It's just we so dominated by football, so that's what I'm saying. If you do something like XFL, well, why not just take something that's already a proven intact? Because XFL, no matter if he do something like that, he's still trying to kind of bring in fans that's not used to that shit. They got thousands of fans around the world that already fuck with rugby. If he just made that shit swaggy, put the right money in the production behind that shit.
So if he makes rugby swaggy.
Think about WWE productions. Think about the shit they do when we watch it, and they make us want to watch fake niggas beat each other up. So,
all right, so
a whole sport that's closed, that's smash mouth, that dude, I can see him. I can see him putting money behind it.
Reality show type of shit, man.
I mean, it could be a sport. Because another thing about his own little league also is he wants to. He gonna make all of the motherfucking and you have to stand up for the anthem in his XFL. And I'm like, eat your ass, nigga.
Eat your fucking ass, really?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, come on, Vince. You just letting your old white show as much as you can.
Oh yeah, they playing this shit.
Son,
we got rugby highlights.
They
once
tripping,
again,
son. This game is it's too dangerous, son.
But hey,
yeah, it's fucking.
People say football's too dangerous in general. But all I'm saying is, this is a different.
And that's why this is too dangerous.
And I'm saying it's a different lane, and you're not directly trying to be competition to the fucking NFL. That's all I'm saying.
You can't.
You definitely won't be.
You got your own lane.
Yeah. But my nigga, you sure gonna have our own lane of medical problems too.
I mean,
that shit right there. You trying to have extreme rugby now? That's already rugby look like it's extreme football. Now you want to have extreme rugby.
I ain't even saying extreme rugby. I mean regular ass rugby. It's just try to like produce it in a manner that's relevant in America. Sell to this Generation Z type shit. Like, dude, because you making a mini NFL. He sold all his stocks in WWE for this project. Like, really?
What?
Yeah. Great majority. I can't say all. A majority of his stocks he sold because he wants to build this XFL thing.
He's a crazy old man.
And I'm like, I'd rather you put that shit up in rugby or something else. Put it somewhere else.
You're crazy old
Flint still need water, Vince.
Nigga, what?
Black Panther passed up Titanic, number 3 movie
I saw that.
in North America history.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
Only thing above it is Titanic. Is Avatar and
Star Wars.
Force
I like Avatar.
So, come on, Wakanda.
Shit, God damn, dude.
It's coming out on DVD in the end of May. They already got
those DVDs are gonna blow.
It's still in theaters right now, and its DVD release has already next month.
God damn.
How much money it's about to make?
I'm gonna buy a DVD just because.
Nigga.
Just have history in my house.
Chadwick and Lupita and everybody over there like,
ooh.
Get this DVD out, please. Right now.
Hell yeah, man.
That is so great.
So we all amped about that shit.
Yeah.
You dig? Another thing that hit up, Spike Lee got this movie coming, produced by Jordan Peele, that has an August release date. It's called Black Klansman, and it has BLACKKKLANS man. And it's coming out.
I hate the aesthetic of the title, but
it's some Spike Lee
shit.
Shit.
It's Spike though, so
Spike gonna hit you direct with every time.
Yeah, right. Like, God damn it. Spike.
Do the right thing, nigga.
So the movie stars Denzel Washington's son, John David Washington.
Probably a poor ass actor.
Oh no, he pretty cool.
He is.
He's on Ballers.
Word?
Yeah, he be swagging on that little show. I only seen a few episodes, but like, cause you know when it's Denzel Washington's son, you gonna watch him harder. You hear me? So when I saw him, I was like, all right, like he ain't like. He ain't like cold, but you can see him becoming cold. If I want to see him in different arenas. I don't want to judge him fully, cool. But I know when I saw him on Ballers, I wasn't like disappointed. Like, this nigga can't act. No, he can act. You feel me? He can act. I ain't gonna hate on John David. Cool. Laura Harriet, Corey Hawkins. Is it that Dre? I think Corey Hawkins is Dre from what you call it movie? Dr. Dre.
Is that him?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was right. From NWA movie. Corey Hawk is in that mug, and Topher Grace and Adam Driver. That's a little cast they got. And the official description is from visionary director Spike Lee comes the provocative story based on Ron Stallworth's real life as Colorado Springs' first African-American police officer who went undercover to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. Unbelievably, Detective Stallworth, that's going to be John David Washington, and his partner Flip Zimmerman, Adam Driver, penetrate the KKK at its highest levels to thwart its attempt to take over the city. Produced by the team behind the Academy Award-winning Get Out, Spike Lee uses his trademark take no prisoner style and humor to tell this story, often missing from the history books. Whoa. I'm there.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
there
watch
too.
it.
It's gonna be very
I'm there.
exciting.
Real talk, dog.
Here's my money.
I'm gonna put my money to it.
I'm there.
Cause Chirac, I gave it a B+.
I'm there.
But I was there all the way.
But this nigga got Jordan Peele, who, I mean...
And the story.
Like, niggas...
It's produced by Jordan Peele, though, right?
Dog, Jordan got... Ooh,
The juice.
He got the juice, dog. Like, you can officially say that. So it's like, to have him on a project, it's like, ooh, like, that gets niggas excited now. Like,
Yeah.
ooh,
But
fuck.
the story, the names, and everything else, they got my money. They got my money. You got my money.
I still hate the fucking title, but I cannot wait to see the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Black Klansman.
But that's what it is.
No.
That's
I
so
like
funny,
the
though.
sound of it. I don't like the look of it. Like, I just think it's just so on the nose with the KKK right smack dab in the fucking middle.
But that's what it is.
He's a Black Klansman.
I don't care. It's just like,
KKK.
okay.
Like,
Like,
no,
alright.
D-Mac, I understand what you're saying. Like, it's so on the nose, but I understand why they did it because...
Yeah,
How'd you
I
go
get
to the
why
day?
they-
Black Klansman.
No, it's not even the words, dog. It's like detail behind how it looks with
Yeah,
the KK
just
middle.
how
I
it
know.
looks.
But what I'm saying is this, I fuck with that because he infiltrated the middle of the KKK. So for KKK
Well,
to be in the middle...
That makes it way cooler. But I
But
mean,
that's
you know,
what makes me fuck with it is, okay, it's on the nose, but I get the nose. I get the nose.
Yeah.
But last up,
Black Klansman.
I mean, just speaking of Get Out, dog, and that was one of the influences in the incredible Teddy Perkins episode of Atlanta. Big ups to Donald Glover for that fucking episode. That mind fuck of an episode.
Yeah, I heard it was nightmarish.
It was just great.
Eh.
It was just
Like, in a good way.
It was breathtaking.
it was hard to process, and it was genius that they put it in no commercials.
It was like Jay-Z's lyrics.
No commercials, so you had to just sit there and deal with it like a mini movie. It's been heralded, critically acclaimed. It's gonna probably be the one that gets him an award. Darius, played by Keith Stanfield, put on a great performance. Donald Glover, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but the Teddy Perkins character that was created was magnificent. It was just a great
Genius.
story. It was just eerie. It was everything everybody's saying, and we weren't ready for it because I'm still processing it. I've read all kind of think pieces, all kind of reviews. And I'm still processing
Coming
it.
from an Atlanta show, you don't think they'll come left field like this.
But I would. It's just perfectly them.
It is perfectly them when he do it.
Especially after, dog, the moment that this show, and I always gonna record saying it's my favorite show on TV. The moment that this show, that's not a superhero show anyway. The moment that this fucking show did the Black Justin Bieber, I knew anything could happen. Because after that came the invisible car. After that came... It's all these crazy things that they just decide to fuck with their reality. Because going in, Donald Glover said that he wanted to make one of these spacey-ass fucking Fargo-ass shows. And he's just doing whatever he feels. So it's like, the episode that won the award, nigga, that was trippy. Like,
Yeah, with the cartoon and shit.
oh my God. Like, so I'm never surprised at his audacity. I'm always just amazed at what he pulls off in his audacity.
True.
That nigga, like, you talk about wanting to kick it with Cardi B, dog. I love to kick it with Donald Glover. He
Yes,
could
indeed.
be
could
one
definitely
of my
smoke one,
best
too.
friends in the fucking industry. I'll be like, hey, yo, D.
Yo, Dono,
What's up, man?
can you roll as good as you write, my nigga?
Ha! For real, son. And him and his brother wrote that. His partner Hero, and that's so funny. Hero directs most of the episodes of Atlanta. He just happened to not direct that one that won the award. Donald directed that one. So I gotta be trippy like, damn, nigga, you one of the main reasons our fucking show is a hit in the first place, and you direct that every episode. I write majority of it with my brother. And the one you don't direct, we hit. So I think this one, which was directed by Hero, will be winning because it was just like they said in his
provocative.
He's la resistance.
So it's so many themes, and the only reason why I'm not getting the spoilers because I want D-Mac to just peep that shit.
That's the only reason, because we can dig in that ass.
We could dig in that ass. But anyway, yeah, if you're not watching Atlanta, what the fuck are you doing? It's. I love the fact that it's so black, and yet it pushes the boundaries of what others perceive black to be in all the best ways possible.
Yes, I definitely say that.
Straight up. So yeah, that was Bats Nerd Out Moments. And last up, we get to that question of the day, which today is coming from. I just want to see how y'all feel about this here, dog. It's raised a funny conversation. And it's becoming a thing, dog. She's not the first. She won't be the last. It's been becoming a thing. Student sells her virginity online for $1.4 million. And apparently the buyer is a Hollywood actor, but I don't think they say who it is. Okay. And, it struck this interesting conversation on the wall of Bats about, women selling their virginity. How y'all feel about that shit?
Your body do what you want. If you can make 1.4 on it, I wish I'd have thought of that. I'd have sold this dick for 1.6 million a long time ago.
To a nigga?
To a nigga?
I mean, like I think buying something like that is inherently like a male thing. I'm more sure women would probably do this shit. But like, would you sell it to a nigga for $1.4 million? If it was a dude, because that's what bought her. Dude bought her.
Nah.
This nigga face.
Number one, when I'm selling myself, I'm going to be in top-notch shape. So I'd be like Prison Bae.
You see,
the versions.
He's trying to explain it. He's trying to find the reason.
Tell her what it is.
Right
say what it is. Nigga, you ain't gay.
Like,
I'm not gay.
Fucking right, I'll do it. I'm rich now. Nigga, fuck that, dog. You can sell whatever you want to sell, girl. I'm glad you came up on 1.4 million for that pussy.
Nigga, most women regret the first person they gave their virginity to.
Right.
You will never regret the first person you gave your virginity to.
You held on to it and sold it for 1.4 million?
Most people don't even talk to the person that they first lost their virginity to. It's kind of an overrated thing that we do in America, and unless you're religious or some shit, it's like, whatever. I understand I'm a male speaking this and women, whatever, y'all gonna have your opinions. I'm gonna respect your opinions. But respect this. This woman here came up on $1.4 million. And I want you to tell me, send me the email to flywithbats@gmail.com. You still fucking with the nigga that you lost your virginity to? You still know that nigga? And
Did he give you $1.4 million?
Period. That's all I'm saying. I echo what my niggas are saying. That's her body. Let her do what she want to do with it. And it's a smart ass come up. You feel me? And nigga.
She got that shit on her own terms, dog. Point blank. That is reparations for women across the fucking world, dog.
Nigga, what?
That is.
Not only that gave full consent, but money for this shit?
I think more women should fucking do it. If you feel like you can fucking pull it off, sell your virginity for fucking millions of dollars if you can fucking do it.
One night.
Why not?
One night, 1.5. Because it's not like she got to stay with that nigga, be that nigga.
Right. She probably got all types of terms.
You the nigga with the fetish. And yeah, it's another thing. Right. These women be having terms.
She ain't the weird one.
They be having terms about this shit. It's not like you get to just take me. So, yeah, man.
She ain't the weird one for selling it.
They got rich
niggas
that got the money.
Say that shit again.
She ain't the weird one for selling it. Your rich ass is the weird one for buying it.
Yeah.
1.4. Man, they broke niggas
gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, man. Look at them eyes. Oh my God. Yep. She is
you won.
European black woman. Yeah, man. What is this? The agency, nigga, they have an old agency. Cinderella Escorts has been notorious for selling the virginity of at least 4 other young European women. The agency run by Jan. This is a woman that runs it. Jan Kobobilski. 27 will take a 20% of the auction price.
Auction price. Sex slave trade.
He also guarantees. Joe Jan's a dude. He also guarantees that he will ensure Jasmine's safety. We accompany the girls to the meeting in the vicinity of problems arise, he said, per the Sun. Of course, the women can
cancel. This is a sex slave trade, son.
The women can cancel.
You fucked up, son.
This is some bullshit.
The women can cancel the meeting at any point if they feel uncomfortable or the customer was unkempt or not a gentleman. So she still has her own terms. It's still the same situation.
This is some prostitution pimp shit.
What's wrong with prostitution?
Absolutely nothing. And I just feel like
something wrong with it because
what's wrong with it?
There's no kind of fucking insurance to it, nigga.
So it's because it's not legal. So what if America made prostitution legal? It probably should.
It's legal in a couple of countries.
Like, if they had insurance and medical, because I'm saying, it's one thing that we'll all fund porn, but prostitution is a problem.
Prostitution, that shit is bad.
Yeah, because it's not funded. But what if, like, because the way we look at sex work, we sell our bodies every fucking day, honestly.
Point blank.
And the way that America looks at sex work is much different than the rest of the world does in certain degrees. And I'm saying, if we're talking about adults that are choosing to do this, porn is is $1 million industry, and it's basically people selling their bodies for our entertainment on screen. But for whatever reason, we have a hang up about prostitution. Even the escorts that's like all like model-esque and shit. I mean, they got, you know what I mean, these rich ass niggas don't be buying these chicks off the street.
I don't think it's because the thing is when she's selling herself for $1.4 million, that's prostitution itself, and I was all for that. I'm not really against her to prostitution. Something about her having this pimp kind of thing. This part of this like escort service she has. Something about that just seems real.
She went to the service because that's what they've done for the other for the four. And
they probably got a lot of fucking security and
like, you know, that's another thing.
Measures and
that's what they say. Security and such is part of it. It's an interesting thing. It's very interesting. But a lot of people saying it's gross and nasty and wrong, and some people gonna be listening to us right now like these niggas are trash for even rocking with it. But hey, it's
some toxic thing.
28. Now, no, there's a lot of women. No, nigga, a lot of women on my board was riding for her.
I was saying,
honestly,
somebody might say, "Dude, we toxic because it was a male thought of wow, she gonna come up for money for selling her body. She shouldn't have to sell her body for $1.4 million."
I mean, I don't see how that's male.
I don't know what her other talent scale is worth. She didn't list those on the resume.
But it's not even about that.
She was like virginity. Boom. 1.4 mil.
My parents supported me from the beginning. They know everything and they agree, said Jasmine.
She looks like she's doing everything
I'm
above board.
26 years old and they know that I'm adult enough for deciding alone what I do with my body. As I met the actor already and I was already a big fan of his. I'm more nervous as a fan than about losing my virginity. But who knows, maybe I'll get more nervous when we meet in the hotel. So
she about to get some dick she always wanted to get. Or at least happy that she got. That's a lot to say.
Sounds consensual to me.
Some real good dick for $1.4 million. So, hopefully, it's good dick. But you damn sure got $1.4 million.
So, I mean, it's all kind of things that go into it, dog. I feel like, nigga, if you're going to be pro-choice, be pro-choice. Pro-choice, I feel like that. I hate when people try to tell other people how to live their lives, my nigga, dog. As long as it's not harming anybody, as long as it's not hurting children, you know what I mean? Right. As long as it's not crossing certain social, societal lines that we all know are wrong, whether you Allah, whether you worship the Quran or the Bible or Buddha or just natural things, there's certain things that's just common sense that's just fucked up. And if it's not breaking in those natural rules of nature and law, let people live.
Right.
That's what I stand by. Let a motherfucker live,
man.
Straight up and down. And that was episode 50.
Woo!
50. 50, side A.
That's some shit.
You never pulled up the bounce version of that shit for us, dog.
I got it right here, nigga.
Let's get him some of that, nigga.
Let me see. Let me.
The way that it's supposed. I can pull it up on a computer. What's the name of this? What's the name of this?
It's just on Money Fresh's Instagram.
Do you think it's on YouTube yet?
I think so.
I don't know.
Let's see if it made the Instagram.
Them niggas don't be waiting. Up here it is.
All right, put it up because it's not on YouTube yet.
All right.
See how it's supposed to sound. He even changed Drake's flow a little bit so it can sound more on the beat. And yeah.
Now it's a hit.
He ain't gonna release his version. But this is gonna be hit New Orleans. This is the only way New Orleans DJ's gonna play this.
Right.
If you're a New Orleans DJ, it's the only way you should play that song.
That's the only way you can play it.
That's the only way you should play that song.
That's the only way you should play it. Like, you gotta fucking make it raw.
You can put it on the normal way, get people like, oh, that's that song, and then lead us in.
And hit him with that raw shit.
Hit him with that real. So, as we get out here, this is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. Out, you ain't gonna find me, like I keep saying. Hit us up on flywithbats@gmail.com if you want to get at the original crew. Hit us up at Reviewing That Lightning. If you want to the Reviewing That Lightning crew, if you a Black Lightning representing and supporting nigga that watch that shit, dog. Yeah, fuck with us.
Yeah. And it's your boy D Mac. Catch me on all your social media at FrenchBread.kid and check out my super awesome apparel line, That's You Dig, with dots in between on Instagram. And yeah, I'm out this motherfucker for sideA.
Posse Wine, it's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, still with the Rue. You can find me on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pons, Instagram Alexander the Ape 3. sideA, we out this bitch.
We out of here, and once again, it's your favorite potty mouth pothead podcasters. Subscribe, comment, like, share, holla at us. We need y'all, and we appreciate y'all, man. So y'all catch us on side B.
Peace.
I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just ask Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If they don't make you believe us, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learned all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost in the beginning. Ay. One goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's certain. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. And it's certain. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. T.I. CZ.